and welcome back to the Walk Cook Walk outdoor cooking channel. Nearly balls it up myself then. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Walk Cook Walk. But anyway, today I've got a new bit of equipment. I'm going to be testing out a new coffee system, which will hopefully allow me to drink much better coffee whilst outdoors on the Wednesday. Also going to be using the old Trangia mess tin system, the military one. I believe it's called an M44, and we'll have a look at that as well. I've only ever used it once and it was really good. I cooked a stir fry on it, so I just wanted to push it to its limit, just to see what it was actually capable of. It was flawless. Obviously it's military, so it's quite old. It's a bit beaten up. It was secondhand. And yeah, just because I haven't used it all that much, I thought I'd give it another go. I've got some Jalfrezi, which I'm going to be heating up, and I've got two of the kids with me today. They've got coursework to do. One's for art, so he's got to get some pictures, and I think the other one's for photography, so got to get some photos for that as well. So they're coming out and they're going to be stealing some of my food. I'll keep them off camera though, because I don't want to plaster my children all over the internet. So short walk. It's going to be about a 4 miler. I'm going up to where the bench is, which is great because it means I don't have to pack anything like a seat or a table, because it's all pretty much there. I'm going to be using the Jalfrezi in some fajita wraps. Just some leftovers that I had in the freezer. I'm going to heat them up on the mess tin. I'm going to test out the new coffee system, and we'll see how that goes. It is super lightweight, the coffee system, which is good because the stove isn't. So, you know, it's a bit of a balance on that part, but it's not as muddy as it has been today. The paths, as you saw last weekend, were really bad. Muddy as heck. A lot of it does seem to have drained away, but we do have more on the way, and potentially some sleet as well. I love you, right? Good. Yeah, so hopefully the microphone's working now. Don't know why. All of a sudden it started working again. Not quite sure what I did. I just disconnected it all, you know, wiped all the connections down, and it sort of worked. So, well, at least I hope it worked. Otherwise, you've just got a video of me with my mouth moving and no flipping audio. But anywho, I'm going to get up this hill. I'm going to go talk to the crinkles, and I'll be back when we're at the top. Unless something cool happens, and then I'll bring you back. Up at the top of the hill now. I'm going to be walking down towards my bench. It is flipping windy, guys. It's so windy, it's making my eyes stream. Oh, which could cause us a bit of a problem with trying to light the stove, but it does have a windshield around it, like kind of built into it, so we should be okay. But you know, qui sera, whatever will be, will be. I haven't bought any extra provisions to go anywhere else, so if I was to go cook anywhere else, maybe somewhere that's a bit more sheltered. The problem you've got is it's quite windy, and being in the woods when it's windy with big trees like we've got around here isn't too clever at all. But you know, we're out anyway. It's no excuse to stay indoors. We've got some rain coming in later, so I'll be happy when I get back and I can just look outside and be like, yep, I've already been out today. I had a nice walk with Reg yesterday. We did 6 miles, getting some hill training in for this charity walk we're going to do. Now, I think, off the top of my head, I think it's about 16 miles. I can't remember. 20k, I think it is. It's going to be an absolute grueler because it's going to be in the Peak District. So getting used to getting up some hills. So we did 2 laps of a local hill. just to get some flipping extra effort in. And you know, until we'd actually stopped, didn't actually feel too bad. It was only when you get home and you sit down that you're like, oh, I'm actually knackered now. But then I had to sort dinner out, had to bottle some beer, and then later on sort out some mead as well. So it was all going off all the time. But you know, it is what it is. Hey, you're right. All good, thanks. Yeah, so but I like to keep busy. As simple as that, really. Keep busy, stops the mind from wandering. But anyway, we're nearly there now, so I'll bring you back shortly once we're a bit closer to getting in, and we'll get set up and get some flipping coffee on the go, man. Coffee! And there is my humble seat. Right, so those two are going to bugger off in that direction, and I am going to bugger off in that direction. And like I say, I'll text you when it's warm. If you're lucky, I might just eat it all. Right, so we are going in here. To my bench. My glorious bench. Now, we are getting quite a lot of wind over here. Let's go round. It's a bit easier. But, oh, it's got me. The tree's got me. Snapping branches and all sorts. We should still be able to get our food warmed up, get a coffee on. Can't see it being a problem. At least the bench is dry. Oh. Sweet. They've gone gallivanting in the woods, getting all their artwork and stuff. It is a bit breezy, man. I kind of don't think that this location was the best idea, but we're here, and let's test the stove, see if it'll stand up to a bit of wind. Trangia are notorious for being really, really robust and usable in many, many, many different scenarios. Oh, don't turn the bloody microphone off, you dipstick. Let's pop that on there so that it's away from here, because it's just going to keep on making loads of flipping noise, I'm sure. Right, now I didn't bring anything to be able to heat these tortillas up with, so I'm wondering whether I could use one of these, you know, just to, you know, just pop it on there. And yeah, I'm not sure it's 100% necessary anyway, but first things first, we need to get the stove lit. So like I say, this is the Trangia M44 military, Swedish military thing. It's got the 3 crowns on the back there imprinted in it, and what it does is it comes apart like that. That becomes your windshield. Lift these 2 flaps up here. That's your pot holder. That's what you rest your pot on. And this is your mess things. So obviously you've got like a pan to boil some water on. You've got your really old style burner, spirit burner, and it comes with a little cup as well, so you can have your coffee in that. But we're going big. We're going big coffee today. Now, as you can see, I said I did cook a stir fry on this, which is why it's a bit discoloured, but it'll be all right. We're only going to be cooking in it, aren't we? What's the worst that could happen? Flipping wind, man. So there's not really a great deal in design difference to this one and the newer versions that they make. It's all pretty much the same concept. This one's just a little bit bigger. Not quite sure why it's bigger, but it certainly is. So let's get that opened. Let's get some fuel in there. You probably could use one of the other ones for this. But, you know, when in Rome, if you're going through the effort of bringing the mess tin out itself, you may as well use the correct thing for it, shouldn't you? And then, obviously, what you do, let's move all this crud out of the way so you can actually see what I'm doing. Pop this over here. Let's get a bit more fuel in there now that the it's gone into the internal reservoir. Because how these work, right, is it's got a main bore in the center. Is it a bore? Let's say a reservoir. It's got a main reservoir in the center, and then it's got an internal chamber as well, which leads around to these like gas ring holes. And then once it gets up to full speed, it comes through the little holes at the side as well, which is nice. The wind's, it's that windy, my eyes just won't stop watering. Maybe I should just stop crying. Is it going to light today? I can't even tell you if that's lit. No. It's not playing ball today. Hopefully I've got a lighter. Yeah. No, it's not playing ball. Let's see if we can get a bit of that liquid out to the side there. And if we like that, will it take it in? It's having none of it. Oh my life. Right. Maybe that's not the best lighter with it being one of the windproof ones. But I believe it's the only lighter I got with me. Think. Think. Well, we're set up anyway, so I might as well bring that camera over here so it can see what I'm doing. Not being able to get this flipping stove lit. I think we got it. Yep, we got it. Pop that over to keep it from going out. Oh, that was a ball ache, that was. But we got it done, and that's what matters. Oh. Right, let's measure out some water. We want a big cup of coffee. I should, by rights, be able to fit all of that in there with a bit of luck. Let's see. Easy peasy. It was flipping made for it. There's tons of little floaty bits in there. But you know what? It'll be alright. What doesn't kill you will mutate and try again. And it's working. It's heating up the water. So while that does that, let's have a quick butcher's at this. It weighs 11 grams. Which, you know, that's pretty light. I mean, to be honest, right, it does feel rather flimsy. But, I mean, come on, it's got instructions as well. How would you need instructions for something so simple? Yeah, I'm not even going to read the instructions because I know how to use it. It's not rocket science. It's going to go on there like that, and what it does is it kind of just clips to the cup, you see, clips around the outside just like that. And what I should do actually is have that singular one at the front and those two at the side. Just like that. And then when the time comes, we're going to put our coffee in the top here. We're going to tip the hot water through, and it should filter through and make us a nice cup of coffee. Double check the flame's still on. It is. Like I say, the first time I ever used this, I cooked a stir fry in it, which was really, really nice. I can't remember what the stir fry was. I think it was gochujang, something like that. And I believe it's Indonesian. I'm not sure, but it was absolutely amazing. And obviously, when you're cooking outdoors, everything's better. Even just having a cup of coffee made outdoors is better than having a coffee in the comfort of your own home. I mean, yeah, it's cold, it's windy, and my coffee mug just blew away. I'm just going to leave it there. It's only going to blow away again. But, you know, it's all good. Just going to chill for a short while, blend into my surroundings. So when the trees have all got leaves and stuff, you are really, really nearly unseeable. Now, obviously, it's quite trodden down because I come here quite a lot now. It's a very nice spot for me. I was arguing with my daughter. I was saying, this is where I built it. And she's like, no, you built it further up. I'm like, I built it. I know where it is. No, you built it here. I'm like, I didn't. So you can pick these mess tin things up relatively cheap off eBay. I think this is a aluminium version. I think the original ones were stainless steel. It has got like crown imprints in it, which says that it is a genuine Swedish military Trangia. I'm not quite sure of its age though. But it's battling the wind. You know, it's doing all right. I'm not sure how much heat's actually getting to the water. We could be here sometime. Might dip my fingers in, see if it is actually warming up. No, not really. I can't see what I'm doing because my eyes are watering. There we go. We got that little bit out. Oh, yeah. I think the wind is causing us a bit of a problem. Let's see if we can create some sort of wind block. No? Yeah, no? Maybe. I'll have to bring the camera around the other side. Can that go in there? Oh, look at this. It was made for it. It does block a bit of the wind coming through, I think. Right, let's move the camera over. Now, one thing I don't have is my I forgot what it was that I was looking for anyway. Oh yeah, battery pack to charge this up, my phone up, because it could possibly die on me. But you know, shit happens. If it does, I'll just use the other one and I'll just not have the time lapse. So that's made a big difference. The flame's actually doing a bit more of a job now. So they're not the most efficient, but they bloody work. And as with any Trangia, this could take an absolute pasting and still cook your lunch. NC68, and then it's got 3 crowns printed on it, stamped. Anyone know what NC68 means? Anyone know? So we're going to be back once this water's heated up, and we'll make a coffee. I'm going to save some battery life and stop waffling. It'd be working. Okay, so we got there in the end. The wind block did actually help quite a bit. As you can see, the water's coming up to a boil. So we're going to start prepping the rest of the... It's so damn windy. The rest of the coffee. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put some sugar in this first and remove the twigs out of the bottom, because I don't want them. As tasty as they probably are, I do not want them. It was actually a great big dirty leaf, so I've got to actually wash this out. You'd never know what's on them. And I've got a bit of water, so it'll be alright. We'll water the plants. Just a bit of debris falling off trees, or me stepping over the thing. Who knows? Right, so that one at the front. That one at the side. That one on the other side. We'll get some sugar in there. Flipping sporks exited stage left. Mud all over it. Nice. A bit of sugar in there. Don't want too much. Hopefully that'll weigh it down. As you can see, it's got a pretty good flame on it, that. So a bit of milk in there. Now some coffee. Not sure how much of this to use, so I'm just going to go in like that. That should do. I'm sure it will be alright. And pat it down. And then sort of... Now it doesn't look like it's the strongest coffee in the world, but it seems like it's working. So we're done with that for now, until we need another coffee. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the other part of the tin set up on there, and we're just going to get our Jalfrezi sauce in there and get it heated up and get some nosh. Coffee's almost filtered through. It works all right, actually. It seems to have done a rather good job there. It looked a bit weak at first, but it seems to have sorted itself out now. Let's just take this off and move that over to the side for now. I could just sit in there, and there you go, look. Cup of coffee. Now, I'm not sure if those coffee beans is any good still, but that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Alright, so I did bring a longer utensil for this. I'm sure I did. Yep. Kids just bloody turned up again. I'm like, what do you want? I haven't summoned you for food yet. I'm going to keep this moving while it heats up. And like I say, this is just some leftovers from a Jalfrezi that I cooked. And we're just going to heat that through. Pop it through some tortillas. And jobs are good. Right. The heat coming off it round the side is nice. It's actually warming my hands up. Even with these gloves on. It is cold. Apparently, like I say, we've got some sleet coming in tonight, possibly snow. Hey Siri, what's the current temperature? 5 degrees, but that wind makes it so much flipping colder. That is for sure. Yeah, it tastes okay. I'm not convinced that the coffee grounds are any good. I think they're past their best. Or maybe I just needed to use more. Right, this is heated up nicely now. Let's keep it all moving around. Obviously, because it's chicken, you want to make sure it's heated all the way through properly. Oh, it's pre-cooked, so it's already been cooked properly, but yeah, got to make sure. Right, I suppose I had better send them a text message, because they did turn up a second ago, but then they've buggered off again. Caught me off guard. I just turned to the side and there was just 2 people stood next to me. And I didn't hear them coming in. Probably because I was talking. Bubbling away. Jalfrezi. You can cook all sorts on these stoves. You could probably do a whole actual curry from the start to finish. Definitely needed that windshield. It's cool though, because it just kind of slots in between the gaps of the table. Yeah. Success. We've got coffee. I'm going to get some better coffee though. As again I say, I don't know whether that's actually any good. In respects of it being a little bit past it, I think something nice and fresh would be a lot better. I'm going to test a bit of this chicken, see where we're at, whether it's hot all the way through. No, not yet. Now I was going to do rice with it, But then these guys said they were coming. My daughter's diabetic, so I have to weigh all foods and stuff like that. So if she was to have rice, I'd have had to bring scales with me, then something to weigh it in, and it just becomes a whole lot more complicated than the simplicity of doing this. So I just thought, you know what, we'll just put it into wraps. It'll be nice. It'll be tasty. But looking at the amount of sauce I've got, I'm not actually sure there's enough for all of us, so I may end up going hungry. Which, believe me, I'm not happy about. But you always sort your family out first, don't you? When you're a dad. Kids are always first. Unfortunately. I mean, the wind's still causing it a bit of havoc, you know. A lot of the flames licking around it instead of actually getting to the bottom of it. Even though this pan sits lower down, the top part sits on the top of this ridge. I'm not sure where they've buggered off to again now. I better drop them a message and tell them to get back down here, because it's going to be ready by the time they do find their way back. Right, so I've messaged them, letting them know that it's ready. I've taken it off the heat for now, and just got it with the cover over the top of it. So I'm going to heat my hands up. Winter, eh? Winter. Who would have thought it'd be so cold? But you see, you still got to do what you enjoy doing. Having that next to that wasn't the brightest idea, was it? It's not my finest moment. Naked flame and a container. Where are these creatures of mine? It's going to be flipping cold again by the time they get here, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to make mine. I'm just going to do mine. They're not here, so they cannot eat it just yet. I am here, and I want to eat it while it's hot. I've lost a part of me flipping flint and steel. Yeah, I'm not going to bother heating the tortillas. I don't see the point. I don't see the point. So let's get some of this in here. I'll not have too much, just so they get some. I know that one of them didn't have any lunch as well, so going to be extra hungry. I'm ready for it. It's cooling down already. So try and plug it in the end. Oh, I made a bit of a mess of that. Wow, gorgeous. Simple and effective. So all the food is gone. There was enough for 2 each, and mine was just pretty much sauce. At that point, there was no chicken left, and it went everywhere. Just know that it was lovely. Because obviously the kids were here, I didn't record it, but I did forget to put my jalapenos on, which I'm, sort of annoyed about. They've stole the last bit of me water. I was like, well, let me measure out what I need for my coffee, and then you can have whatever's left. So they've nicked that. They've nicked me food, and it is freezing. I really should have put trousers on. did not think it through too well. But they've got all the pictures that they needed, which is what they were out here for. You know, which is good. It is good. Yep, just going to heat up some more water, have another coffee, pack up, and vamoose. Really, there's not much more to say. I mean, you could probably see my knees are absolutely Baltic. I was going to sit and read, but I'm actually too cold to sit and read. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a coffee. I'm going to get packed away, and I'm going to head home myself. It's not about being uncomfortable for too long. And so far, I haven't had to refill that stove burner. So we're still doing it off that single filling. I've got to wipe my spoon now. I didn't bring a spare one for the coffee because I'm a bit of a clown and I have these wonderful ideas and don't really plan them. Just go. Just go, man. Just go. I think the more you plan things, the more chance of things going wrong is. Now the water looks rather murky, but that's because it's had the so the water does look rather murky, but that's literally just because I didn't rinse the cup out from the I've still got food around my mouth as well. I didn't rinse the cup out, so yeah. Oh no, oh dear. Houston, we have a problem. There's a bit of wood that has caught fire. I thought I could smell something earlier, you know. Right, let's stick that in the ground so that that smothers and goes out. Let's move that away from it so nothing else can catch. I thought I could smell burning earlier on. Oh, nightmare. Snotty nose, cold knees. I want to go home. No, I love it. I really do. Just going to load another coffee. You know, when in Rome. There's no point going home just yet. I'm actually going to heat this one up to boiling point though, because the last one went cold really, really quick. Go home, wash all this stuff up, and put it away, get it ready for the next time I want to use it. Again, this system doesn't come out all that often, but it's pretty capable. You know, it's not like it can't do the same as anyone else. Now, it is more based at the pre-cooked meals, like your ration meals, things like that. Simple things from tins that you just heat up. But, you know, does all right. I like it. It's amazing in its simplicity, you know. Eyes are just streaming. Oh, we're nearly there. Let's set this bad boy back up. It worked really well. I just need to get some better coffee, I reckon. But I will use this coffee up first. There's no way that I'm just going to waste it. I think we just go all in. Go all in. Show 'em who's boss. Goodness. I need longer shorts. I've decided. No, I don't want that to fall over because that would be an absolute catastrophe. I can't believe I forgot to put the jalapenos in, guys. In fact, I can believe I forgot to put the jalapenos in. And I can't even see because I've had to turn my phone screen down so much so that I can actually record. Can't even see if my head's in the clip or not. I tell you what, you guys who watching this, who go out wild camping in the winter, you are brave, man. Last couple of years, I have been really struggling, really struggling with the cold. As where past years before that, it never really bothered me at all. Last 2 years, man, I don't like it. But I suppose when you've got the proper kit, like, you know, proper sleeping bags, blankets, ground sheets, shelter, you know, you sort of winning, aren't you? Anyway, having the right equipment to do what it is that you're going to do it's paramount, you know. It's definitely paramount. And if you go into a situation without equipment or special, you know, skills, put yourself out there to do that, you know, because I didn't know whether I'd be able to pull this off, just going out into the woods and cooking. And, you know, it's bloody easy. It's the same as it would be cooking on a oven, but, you know, you're just in the woods with a camping stove, so to speak. You know, all in all, it's fine. That's nearly gone anyway. Well, that was random. My phone randomly started playing music. Like, what are you doing? Don't do that. You'll get me a copyright strike, man. I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, this coffee thing's all right, you know. It's all right. It's doing its job. It's putting in the work. And the flame's gone out now as well. So, while that's dripping through. Yeah, I think I might not have put enough coffee grounds in the first one, and I might have put too much in this one, but it's definitely got a bit of a better colour. Right, so I'm going to start packing all this away as best I can while everything's still hot. Let's move that out of the way there. Yeah, that's warm, that is. Oh, it's nice. It's too hot to actually hold, but so yeah, just start packing bits away. Just generally tidying up a bit. We'll just whack it all in the carrier bag and we'll sort it out when we get home. Everything that's dirty or used. I can just go straight in here. That's cooled down nicely already. Oh my life, it is so cold. I'm not telling you, I'm not even lying. My knees don't feel like they're attached to my body. But you know what? I've had fun out here. I sorted the kids out some grub. It was nice to have them with me, so they could see what I do, you know. It might seem a bit alien to them, but yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of coffee in that. It certainly tastes a lot stronger than the last one. If anyone else has got anything they want to see me cook, drop a comment. I challenge you, and then just say what you challenge me to. And yeah, I'll give it a go. And on that note, I'm going to get gone. And I'm going to go warm my sodding knees up, if they'll even get me home. At this point, I'm not convinced. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you soon.